Governor, you spoke a lot about high-tech jobs, bringing those to Ohio. Are data centers also a part of that picture? I imagine some of those companies want to be close to data centers.
Look, data centers are important. I know it's been controversial. I think here's my message to any community that is worried about data centers. Cut a good deal. The deal's in your hands. You have the ability to do it. If you look at some of the things that frankly have grown up around Columbus, that local community, the local business people, everybody, they cut a deal with that data center. And so be aggressive. Go out there. Don't just take what they give you. What we have done, we have paused the economic incentive from the state, which is a tax incentive. And we're just going to let it pause for a while and give people the chance to kind of digest where they are. But you're going to still see data centers come into Ohio without that actual incentive. And then if we need to add the incentive later, we can push that back in. It just seemed time to kind of take a deep breath. But I think that if you look at data centers, look, they're going to be built somewhere, and there is an economic advantage for them being built in Ohio. Now, what do we have the right to insist on? We have the right to insist that these data centers are preserving and conserving water. You can build them two ways. You can build them so they just use massive amount of water, or you can basically go through what I would call recycling and put them through the system. Costs more to do it. We have a right to insist that they do that. We should insist that they do that. We should insist that the deal that they cut in regard to electricity does not end up costing consumers money. They got to pay their own way. They're making money. They can pay their own way. They should. But we can't throw them completely out and say, oh, no, we don't. We want to close the walls of the state of Ohio, and we don't want any data centers to come in any more than we can do that to any other business. This is where the future is. This is now, and we have to be part of it.
What do you make of all the public pushback right now over data centers?
Look, it's democracy. It's what we should have, and we should have conversations. There's nothing wrong with conversations. Let's talk about it. This is what we should do. But the only thing I'm saying is let's take a clear-eyed view of this, and let's not just say it's data centers or no data centers. Let's say it's data centers under our conditions, under that local community's conditions. I'm a believer in local government. I'm a believer in people making their own decisions. But we also have to know that these are a lot of jobs out there, and the data center does not directly create a lot of jobs, but it indirectly creates a lot of jobs. So again, we got to move forward. We cannot look backwards, but we have to do it intelligently.